But yeah, with that said, we should have just enough time for one more song. And so, let's move on into God games, where we are gonna see a bunch of gods. Let's go. Oh, GG again. And that's the Colosseum, right? Was that a Greek thing?
Divine intervention, is that what you seek? To untie apprehensions that were placed on that Greek. You are
Zeus is fucking massive.
Full of shame, but if he's worth the risk of going under, why not make it a game?
We've never seen Gigi's version of Zeus, right?
To be released, and I'll release him.
Who's them?
Apollo!
Hephaestus!
Aphrodite! Oh, and all of these other people. Ares. Hera!
What do you say?
Great.
Very well. All right.
Bring it.
I like that they made this like a courtroom.
So with so many sirens gone, I think God is in the wrong.
They were trying to do him worse. All he did was reimburse them. Now they'll tread with caution first to live another day and sing another verse.
If that's true, release him.
I love the sound of the metal. Give him my support.
He sacrificed his own cohort.
Did you forget they failed to listen? He was betrayed and then imprisoned. But if you make the right decision,
Ah, and she's like dodging his creations.
Fine, release him.
Odysseus. Oh, I love her part. Ah, come on, that was a low.
Let him feel the pain that his mother felt and wrought.
Wait! Consider this.
Really, Athena? These old tricks?
Ares.
What kind of sick coward holds back his power while his friends get devoured? He didn't even fight us at all.
You didn't even try to kill her. Hey, Aeolus.
Pathetic and weak like his son.
Hold your tongue now. Here stands my friend. And tell your lover that a broken heart can mend. You want more blood
Oh,
than that.
sorry, I needed to pause to process that. It seems like I didn't pay enough attention to the lyrics because I just realized that Ares and Aphrodite are together, even though they explicitly said it.
Now, here stands my friend. And tell your lover that
And
a
a broken heart can mend.
You want more bloodshed, then set him free.
Yes, fuck him up.
To his homestead, he'll make everybody bleed.
Release him.
I really like Ares' voice.
Hey, baby. So many heroes, so many tales. Give me one good reason.
The diva.
He's got the mind of a genius. He's pretty skilled with words. You can do better than that. He's kind of funny.
Never once has he cheated on his wife.
What a thing. Ah, oh, I wish the Hera glared at Zeus for that last part.
And won. Release him.
You dare to defy me, to make me feel shame. No one beats
Oh, and I think I saw the
no
minion.
one wins my game.
Bring her to the I love this part. Who makes a kingdom fall? Boom.
Is she dead?
What was that? Did she have like a medallion? We see her without the helmet for once. And Gigi used colors! Gigi used colors! Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that is sick.
Please let him go.
Oh, that was sick. How she took the thunderbolt to the face like that. Ooh. I need to watch this again. There's so much going on. And yeah, we have the Colosseum. I thought this was a Rome thing. Was I wrong? Am I being fucking stupid and Rome is in Greece? Wait. Rome Colosseum. No, Rome is in Italy. Yeah, this is the Colosseum that they based that out of, right? Does Greece also have a... So, as it turns out, I was actually correct. Greece does not have its own Colosseum. That is strictly a Roman architecture. What Greece has, specifically within Athens, is the Acropolis, which is this sort of area or kind of an archaeological site. It is the entire area that is called Acropolis, because I've seen some sources kind of mix the Acropolis and the Parthenon. So to clarify things, the Acropolis is the entire area that we see in this photo, and the Parthenon is this specific rectangular sort of shaped building over here. That is the temple that is dedicated to Athena. So yeah, just to clarify again, Greece does not have a Colosseum, which means that it would appear that Gigi used the Roman Colosseum as their sort of inspiration for this animatic, which is not wrong. There's genuinely nothing wrong with that, and I do not fault them for it. I just felt like clarifying this mostly for myself and, you know, on the side just for anybody who might also be interested in this little tidbit of information. So yeah.
Do I ask for favors?
And I think those are like statues of different gods.
But in Greek,
And yeah, oh, Zeus has the ring on his left ring finger. Makes sense. He is married to Hera.
going under.
I love that pushy beard that he has.
He ought to be released.
His centaur.
Apollo!
Apollo. He has the sun. Is Apollo... I believe Apollo and Helios are siblings, right? Are they both gods of the sun? No, but he is music. He has a lot more to do with music, which is why Athena brings up the sirens in front of Apollo.
Hephaestus!
Hephaestus. He's just a rugged old man.
Hephaestus!
He's just a rugged old man. Which makes sense for blacksmith. And then who is... Yeah, we have Aeolus. And I believe these are the Lotus Eaters. And then you have Aeolus, the Winians. I don't know about any of these other ones. Is that Artemis? with the bow and the deer. I think that might be an Aphrodite fan. Aries. Hurrah! Oh yeah, and I didn't pay full attention here, but yeah, Zeus has the lightning crown, the big bushy beard, and it looks like he has like thunderbolt for his eyebrows also. Very interesting. Oh, and we get to see the different gods and goddesses here. Festus, Aphrodite, trying to be pretty and all that. I genuinely don't know what Hera is the goddess of. We have Apollo with his... It's the same instrument that Telemachus has. Interesting. And this is also by Gigi, right? So I wonder why she gave Telemachus the same instrument. And then Ares, very battle-like. Apollo.
With so many sirens gone, I think God is in the wrong. They were trying.
He just seems like a very pretty boy, focused on music, which is cool. And then Hephaestus. There's the lava.
Trust is not given.
At least I assume that's lava because he does need high heat to, smith all of his stuff. He has the little smithing hammer.
In this forge, why should I give him my support? He sacrificed his own cohort.
Did you forget they failed to listen? He was betrayed and then imprisoned.
And then all the things that he built, I assume. And then flying up. I wonder why Aphrodite is in a clam shell or like an oyster shell. I wonder if that has something to do with like her birth and stuff like that.
His mother let her die of a broken Cyclops, let him feel the
Oh
pain.
yeah, very expected to be very pink.
Please reconsider this.
And then Athena for some reason uses quick thought here.
Please reconsider this.
Really, Athena?
Ares. Oh.
These old tricks.
What does this mean? Can Ares also use quick thought? And then he sort of smashes through Athena's one to make her stop, maybe? Because I still hear clock ticking. And it's like it comes out of the shadows.
Coward.
And Aphrodite just disappears.
What kind of sick coward holds back his power?
But yeah, now it becomes like a battlefield with all of the weapons in the background. That's sick. Oh, and a skull?
Hides inside a wooden horse to get the job done. Never handles things up front, but that
Oh no, it's an owl.
weak like his son.
I thought that was a skull.
Done.
Oh yeah, who's there in
Didn't
the...
even try to kill her. Hides inside a wooden horse.
You have Aeolus? Is that supposed to be Hermes? Could be? I'm not sure. Don't know any of these in the background. And again, I assume this is Artemis.
Horse to get the job done. Never handles things up front, but that can weak like his son.
Hold your tongue.
And again, the quick thought stuff, she uses it again, I assume.
Your tongue now. Here stands my friend.
And now she has the upper hand.
Tell your lover that a broken heart can mend. You want more blood? Make everybody bleed. Free and
I like this sequence here. There's all the impact frames also. Is Athena's weapon a spear? It looks like some kind of light spear. Not light as in the weight, but light as in photons.
Hey, baby.
Peacocks!
Hey, baby.
Boom! At least I think these are peacocks. Yeah, with the peacock feathers at the back. This has to be.
So many heroes, so many tales.
But she is a lot older than I thought she would be. I imagined her to be at least a fair bit younger than this. So it's interesting that Gigi drew her to be such a mature woman.
He's pretty skilled with words. You can do better than that. He's kind of fun.
I love. Am I blocking? Okay, barely, but yeah, you can see Athena. I love the facial expression. It's so good.
Never once has he cheated on his
And
wife.
brrr,
Really?
and the peacocks are scared. I love it.
Kind of funny.
Never once has he cheated on his wife. Release him.
And she just has this peaceful smile on her face, which we know she is not peaceful. At least not after hearing that.
Him.
And then his eagle coming down to become his thunder sphere. Bam!
Is she dead?
I don't know what this is supposed to be. Some kind of medallion that Athena has? And then for the first time we see her without her helmet. And here, was that an eagle in the background or is that an owl? Could be either one. But yeah, for the first time we see the characters like properly colored in instead of just one more or less uniform color or like one color gradient filling up the whole screen. This was such a surprise. We have baby Telemachus. That is awesome. And then, yeah, is she supposed to be a harpy, Athena? I genuinely don't know her, like, biology, if that makes sense. But right now she looks a lot like a harpy. And this, boom! And then she's just face tanking it. That is sick. But yeah, obviously she is very, very hurt because, you know, it's Zeus. It's a miracle that she's alive after face tanking that thunderbolt. But yeah, I like that Zeus caught her because canonically, Athena is Zeus's favorite daughter. And I would say that he is only this angry with her at this point because of how she convinced Hera, saying that Odysseus never once cheated on his wife, knowing that Zeus is a serial cheater and that Hera is his wife. So I think he's more upset about the fact that Athena sort of embarrassed him and like sort of threw shame in his face in front of Hera of all people, more so than Athena winning his game. But yeah, we have a little bit of time left, but I am gonna go through the music part, so let's go. Athena's motif. I can't tell if that's supposed to be C sharp.
Father, God
D.
King, rarely do I ask for favors. Now I'm knocking on your door with hopes to save a friendship with one who's a prisoner far from home.
almost forgot. I am gonna snooze the ads. It can go away.
Odysseus!
Divine intervention. Is that what you seek?
And then we have the choir coming in again. Very intimidating.
For a man full of shame, but if he's worth the risk of
Going
going
under. Zeus's voice is so good. Luke Holt, how are you real?
Why not make it a game? Convince each of them that he ought to be released, and I'll release him.
Who's them?
Apollo! Hephaestus! Aphrodite! Ares! Hera!
I like how Aphrodite was the only one who sort of got her own time to shine. Like she got her own space for her name to really set in. That was an interesting choice.
Ares! Hera! Or me? What do you say?
Great.
Very well.
Bring it.
You all know I'm a
And
fan of catchy songs.
Apollo, you hear the harp. I believe, if I am not getting my facts wrong, I'm gonna have to fact check myself during editing. And fact check I did. So it turns out that I wasn't exactly wrong. The only sort of mistake, I guess, would be that what Apollo is holding isn't a harp, but a lyre. Personally speaking, the lyre and the harp, especially when you're playing notes of the same octave, they do sound quite similar to me. Pretty much indistinguishable for my ears, but there does seem to be a difference, mostly with how the instrument is stringed. But I haven't done enough research into that yet to, educate you guys about it. So instead, we are going back to the focus of how Apollo got his lyre. Since Epic is based on Homer's The Odyssey, I figured that it would only make sense for me to also reference another work of Homer's, which is his hymn number 4 to Hermes, which describes the birth of Hermes. And I actually went to read the hymn, but the translation is quite hard for me to understand because I only know modern English, and the translation is closer to like olden English. So I'm not gonna try and claim that I fully understand it. But what happens is that Hermes actually makes the lyre on his own. He found a tortoise and was very happy about it. And with a smile on his face, he gutted the tortoise and scooped out the insides so that he was left with just the outer shell. And then he attaches, I believe it is oxen horns and oxen hide, and then the strings are made with sheep gut. And after that, Hermes, for whatever reason, decides to go and steal some divine cows that I believe belongs to Apollo. And then when Apollo comes back and finds out that his cows are gone, he confronts Hermes, who then straight up lies to Apollo's face. They then both go to Zeus, which then Hermes continued lying to Zeus's face. And then they came back down, and then Apollo ends up finding the actual cows, and then, tries to restrain Hermes and all of that. But in the process of the escape, Hermes ends up trying to play the lyre, which enchanted Apollo, Not in the sense that it had magical properties or anything. It's just that Apollo really liked the sound of the lyre and ends up agreeing to trade the lyre in exchange for giving Hermes. And so, yeah, I was actually kind of correct. Apollo did get his lyre from Hermes.
Bring it.
He's the only one who's actually playing his own instrument.
They were trying to do him worse. All he did
Like out of all of the characters, how Odysseus has the guitar, Penelope has the strings, Athena has a piano, Poseidon has his trumpet, Calypso has her handpan, all of that. Apollo is the one and only character who actually plays his own instrument.
Well, no, I'm a fan of catchy songs. So with so many sirens gone, I think God is in the wrong.
They were trying to do him worse. All he did was reimburse them. Now they'll tread with caution first to live another day and sing another verse.
If that's true,
I like how Athena took his harp. And yes, I don't know what it is, but I just really love the fact that you can hear the smithing sounds when Hephaestus comes in. You can immediately tell he is the god of like smithing or blacksmithing, something along those lines, even if you know nothing about him. And it is constantly there throughout his time here in the song.
Did you forget they failed to
Dun,
listen?
dun,
He
dun.
was betrayed and then imprisoned. But if you make the right decision, he can still build a future with those who miss him.
And there's like that church bell kind of sound also, which kind of fits actually. It's like metal on metal also.
Did you forget they failed to listen? He was betrayed and then imprisoned. But if you make the right decision, he can still build a future with those who miss him.
Fine, really, sir.
I do have a little bit of a problem with how easily all of these gods are convinced, but I guess it is the time constraint that makes it so that Jorge has to cut these up really short. Aphrodite!
A little high and mighty. Odysseus claims to love his mother, but let her die of a broken heart.
He
Was busy fighting.
More like busy spiting. The Cyclops let him feel the pain that his mother felt and wrought.
Wait!
Dun, 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 dun.
really, Athena? These old
And yeah, you can hear the clock ticking with a quick thought for whatever reason. Again, I don't understand why she needed to use quick thought here.
Please reconsider this.
really, Athena? These old tricks.
And here you actually have the first. Is it the first non-Western instrument? We have a very Chinese sounding one.
Really, Athena? These old tricks. What kind of sick coward?
What instrument is this? A who? I think.
Please reconsider this.
Really, Athena? These old tricks.
Yeah, in terms of traditional Chinese instruments, I think only the erhu is bowed. We have pipa, yangqing. What other string instruments? I know yangqing and one more instrument are very similar. It's just that one of it is played with something like a mallet, and another one is played with the fingers. They sound quite similar to me, but I'm not familiar enough with them to really make too much of a comment and how to differentiate between them. But I believe Ahhh is the only one that has the something like a bow. So I'm gonna assume this is what this is.
Tricks.
And it's an interesting choice to use a Chinese instrument for Ares, the god of war. I wonder if that is like a nod to all of the Chinese generals.
What kind of sick coward holds back his power while his friends...
It's very clearly MIDI though.
Didn't even fight Scylla, didn't even try to kill her. Hides inside a wooden horse to get the job done.
And
Never had
marching
strength
band,
to front,
drums.
but that can weak like his son.
Hold your tongue now. Here stands my friend.
And now the piano takes over.
You want more
But you can still hear the Ahhh in the background because they're still fighting.
Hold your tongue now. Here stands my friend. And tell your lover that a broken heart can mend. You want more bloodshed, then set him free. To get back to his homestead, he'll make
Everybody bleed.
Release him.
The final level. Hera!
so many heroes, so many tales. Give me one good reason.
And like this very reverberating drum.
He's got the mind of a genius, try harder. He's pretty skilled with words. You can do better than that.
It's kind of funny. It is almost comical that she tries to use that as a reason to convince Hera.
Try harder. He's pretty skilled with words. You can do better than that. He's kind of funny. Never once
Just
has he
cheat
cheated
on
on
his wife. Bam!
Release him.
And jumping in really quickly again, because there are two things that I really wanted to talk about between Ares and Hera, who just appeared in the song. Specifically regarding this idea that Jorge has regarding the generational motif / instrument thingy. So I believe I've mentioned this before, back in the underworld between Anticlea and Odysseus, and then also once more I believe in Legendary between Odysseus, Penelope and Telemachus. And in God games this happens again. Firstly with Ares, when his Ahhh comes in, maybe some of you might have noticed, but Ares's Ahhh plays Athena's motif in his instrument.
Really, Athena? These old tricks?
Ares!
What kind of sick...
So normally you'll hear on the piano da 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 da, and that will be for Athena. But because Ares is Athena's brother, they share the same motif but with their own respective instruments. And now with Hera, if you listen very closely, when Athena is trying to convince Hera, with the "he's got the mind of a genius, try harder," you may notice in the background that the Ahhh is also playing, and that is because Hera is Ares' mother.
Why you're so brave, man. He's got the mind of a genius, try harder. He's pretty skilled with words.
You can do better than that.
He's kind of funny.
Never once has he cheated on his wife.
And I just thought that was really cool. And now you have like the very war chanting kind of choir,
Release him.
because
You dare to defy me?
and again, Zeus also has an electric guitar for some reason, because I thought he took over that from Odysseus back in Thunderbringer, but it looks like the electric guitar is also part of his identity.
Release him.
Maybe because it's an electric instrument, electric thunder.
You dare to defy me? To make me feel shame? No one beats me. No one wins.
And his voice over here. Thunder, bring her. It's so good. You can hear the anger. And it's just, Luke has this very unique rasp to his voice that he uses for Zeus. I'm not sure anybody can really replicate that at least easily, and I just love it.
Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes
The kingdom fall. And yeah, the thunder. Brah. And notice how the harp is a lot slower. Because she's really trying to stay conscious here. This is Warrior of the Mind. And who is she thinking about? Odysseus and Telemachus, but mainly Odysseus, I would assume. Tomorrow, you see, I know he'll have the answer. He's a warrior of the mind. Midway throughout singing Warrior of the Mind, she changes to I wanna be legendary. So, it just goes to show how these two humans have come to influence Athena a lot in this adaptation. You have the answer. He is the be legendary. And now trumpets are backing her for some reason. And yeah, you can still hear the up. Warrior of the Mind.
Please let him go.
And yeah, now at this point, Athena is just straight up begging Zeus to let Odysseus go. So, that shall be the end of the Wisdom Saga. Honestly, I think now that I'm really paying attention to this saga, I'm enjoying it more than I ever have, really, despite the number of times I've gone through the whole musical. I actually kind of enjoyed the Wisdom Saga this time. Maybe the animation had a hand in the enjoyment, but yeah, overall that was really nice, and I had a lot of fun.